Cheers! Happy Wine Wednesday!
Cheers! Happy Wine Wednesday! How's it going?
It's great. I am so excited to know what's in my glasses tonight.
Are you?
What's in your glasses, you guys? If you hear us, let us know in the comments.
Look at that! Like boom! Think like look at that! Like the numbers are exploding out of the gate. People were waiting. We're right there waiting for us. What is in your glass? Because what's in my glass here, I have two glasses because it's Christmas holidays. So we got two, a red and a white, both from Ontario tonight. I don't know, it just happened like that. There was no, sorry for everyone in BC. There's no favoritism here. I don't know, it just happened that way. We have, because we saved some from yesterday. We tasted this amazing, freaking amazing, terrific Pinot Noir. So I wanted a little bit left for today. Explore how the Lowry, the old Eastern Bloc from Thomas Batchelder, because I think we're gonna have some risotto after with the turkey. So I want to taste this. This is an absolute incredible wine. And what we have in our glass right now in terms of white, this is Divergence Sauvignon Blanc. There's a good dose of oak in there. I would say probably at least a third, close to a 50% oak in there. So nice oaky Sauvignon Blanc, but very, 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 very well managed. So Divergence, part of a little collaboration portfolio here out of Niagara, operating out of Marinescence Winery. So shout out to our friends at Fogellar, Divergence, and Marinescence, and Nick Pappas and his crew. So these Divergence wines are pretty good. So
awesome. Hey, quick question for you. First of all, Lisa in Calgary saying, just finished up Piper Champs. Now waiting for something else. I don't know enough about wine. Is that a wine?
Piper Champagne. So Piper Heidsieck. Piper Heidsieck, one of the classic champagne. Yes. I have an elf here talking to me.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get it. So see, that's where I don't know all the slang. Still 2 years into this wine thing. Red Rooster has laid a golden egg in my glass tonight. Wow, Daryl.
Who's drinking golden eggs?
Daryl.
Wow, well done. Do you finally receive it? You know what, Daryl? It's good. You ordered it in July, so I'm glad that you finally received it. Sorry, just rehashing here some bad memories from the summer. I'm sure that Daryl remembered that epic travel of his golden egg, because he ordered and he reordered more, and anyway, that was quite of a story.
Golden egg. Okay, last time I had golden egg was with what? Lamb, I think.
Did we have golden?
We had an epic lamb, slow cooked for, I think, an accidental. My dad and my brother-in-law, between them, an accidental, like 7 or 8 hours. Should have been 5, I think. But anyways, it was outstanding, like fall off the bone. Even Carl liked it, and he doesn't usually like lamb. So I wish I had that golden egg from Red Rooster with that lamb.
I would agree, Mira. That would have been a pretty darn good pairing. We had that night with the lamb, we had the new 2020 Cabernet Franc from Mouchedre. So I know we have a bunch of Mouchedre fans tuning in. And if Melissa Mouchedre is listening tonight, Melissa, to all of the Mouchedre family, we want to wish a very happy holidays. So Lisa is on Piper Heidsieck, Daryl is on golden egg, Mike, our average wine enthusiast. Look at his videos, everyone, if you are looking, because what he's doing is pretty darn cool. Mike is drinking 2014 Summerhill Meritage, And we have some cold wine here tonight. So Shay, Ian Peary is drinking one of the codes. Which one, Jan, have you opened? Because there was six different Pinots in there. So I'm curious to know which one you have opened tonight. So let me know. So yeah, Jared is on duty right now, heading down to the cellar to see what's coming. I want to know what's next, Lisa. And if it's not a bottle of Canadian wine, send them back to the cellar. We want a Canadian one, okay? There you go.
There you go. Well, hey, we got some exciting stuff to talk about. We have the Canadian Wine Challenge, which a lot of people are just starting to get the email about that. There'll be more info coming out over the next few days. So I want to talk about that because we got an exciting year ahead of us and we want you all to be a part of it. There's a little sneak preview you might be able to give us towards the wines of the year. Hey, Carl.
I might be able to.
Yeah. And there are new membership tiers that you can join. So if you've ever been pissed off by shipping prices, if you ever tallied up how much you paid in shipping between Carl's Wine Club and the other wine clubs you're part of and wine purchases you made online, you might be a little bit appalled because in the last year they've gone up a lot. So we have a solution. We have brainstormed and pooled together some new membership tiers where between us and the wineries, we're going to cover membership costs.
You know what? It might cost us a lot of money at the end, okay? But you know what? I don't care. I don't care because what we're offering is just absolutely so cool. And it's never been done before. Not in Canada. Free, unlimited shipping. Yeah, you got it right. You got it right. We feature 50 wineries every year, eh? 50 different features every year. So now you got a multiple winery wine club for free. And for an extra add-on, you get unlimited shipping for the rest of the year, plus a lot of other perks. So yes, Mira said, Carl, grow some freaking balls. It's time to offer our members what they want. And I said, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. We're not going that way. No way. Not a chance. She convinced me we're going unlimited free shipping.
Yeah. So
I'm really freaking excited, though. I am really
Amazon
freaking
Prime,
excited.
but for wine lovers. And there's other perks. Like we're going to be going cross country doing some really cool Canadian Wine Challenge events in person in a few key cities. And so you'll get 25% or 15% based on whether you upgrade your membership on those events, which will be awesome. There's also other benefits and perks, some really cool premium content we're going to do, like sneak preview. Have you ever tasted, let's say, some comparable Burgundies with some of the top Canadian shards? And we'd like to do that live, maybe with a few members chosen across the country to help us with the tasting. And we'll make it really fun. So things like that happening every month, exploring the different Canadian wine regions, and also some really hot topics in Canadian wine.
Absolutely. And we're going to dig deeper into different wine regions every month. We're going to dig where we're going to give you more and more understanding. Okay, let's say we want to call it education. No, we won't call it education. We'll call it having fun all together while we're all going to learn some different stuff. You know what? We're going to learn more about Lake Erie and North Shore. We're going to learn more about Niagara, which are all of the sub-region of Niagara. We're going to learn more about the Okanagan up and down the valley. What's the new sub-GI? What makes the bench so special? What makes the West Coast? Who's the best? Or what's the West Kelowna wine trail? All of these kind of stuff, but we're going to dig deeper and we're going to invite a bunch of winemakers, a bunch of winery owners with us. We're going to talk about their own regions, and that I feel it's going to be epic.
Did you say wine education? Yes. I mean, we have many members who say they go to the library all the time, and each bottle of wine it is a library piece.
It's a book, right? It's a book,
right? In the library. So that's the kind of education we're talking about here. Fun education.
Exactly. And I said, Yeah, I correct myself right away, right? I was like, oh, what the fuck am I talking about here? Okay, no education, just fun, a bunch of funds all together.
And by
And,
osmosis, you will learn.
yeah, exactly,
But you
right?
won't notice it. Hey, okay, so Mike, the average wine enthusiast, he says you should camper van it from Summerland to Nova Scotia and stop along the way. I love the concept. And the first thing that popped into my mind is like a painting party because you'd have to paint this hippie van. But the second thing that popped into my mind is how low that van would get if you start loading it up with wine at everywhere you stop. Anyway, do you like paisley as a color? Sure, with little like sunshines on it and some Canadian flags.
How about bottles of Canadian wines, right? You remember like the tacky tourist shirt we wanted to do with all of these shot, like the bottle shot? Maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I love it, Daryl. The
tacky
shit
tourists.
face wine tour.
We can have a caravan of these different you know,
Yeah, the shit face wine tour. And I love that.
Oh no.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, Lisa, you say you like the in-person tasting, but you know what? Calgary is on the list. We're going to do an in-person tasting event in Calgary. Vancouver is on the list. Toronto is on the list. Quebec City is on the list. So we're going to go around and we are going to meet with members more than ever. So, yeah.
That's the Canadian Wine Challenge. And if you want to join us, there's going to be the premium content as well as just some really step it up, awesome Wine Wednesdays and amazing features coming up.
Oh, that's a premium content, but there's also the archive. I've been tasting Canadian wines for the now 2.5 years. I don't know. There's over at least 1,000 tasting notes that we're going to gather into our library tasting notes. And these are going to be available for the Plus and the Unlimited members. Let's talk about the touring consultation. You go touring, we're going to build your itinerary. You get that covered. Let's talk about the cellar management. You want strategy about purchases. You want to know what's the window of drinkability of your wines. I got that for you. So we put a lot in there.
Yeah. So Mike's asking access to a central database of notes. Yes. So basically the biggest database of Canadian wine tasting notes. Because what's happening is that we've noticed, like we featured wineries more than once now in the club sometimes. So we'll say, oh, did we feature that wine last year? And usually it's a no because they sell out. But then we want to go look at the tasting notes for last year. You know, sometimes it's interesting, like that's our job. So we go and look and see, oh, like what was the tasting note from last year? And usually the wineries take it down, or some of them have generic tasting notes, just like they don't change them from year to year. And that's not enough. Okay. We're obsessive wine fanatics here.
Absolutely.
And we want to know the tasting notes from 3 years ago or 10 years ago or
Or you know also what's very interesting is if we had like 2 wines like 2 years in a row, and the third one is coming up, I guess the third vintage is coming up. It's so cool to see how the wine, like the difference between the tasting notes on each of them, right? So absolutely.
Yeah, totally. I have to interrupt and say that Lisa and Jared are having the Carl's Wine Club wine. So thank you guys. You guys rock. That is amazing. And Mike's just saying he's done that a bunch, wishing I had Carl's notes at my fingertips. Yeah, so we often get members saying, hey, like I lost my notes, or I know Jean Denis would never have that problem because he has a binder with all the notes of everyone.
But not everyone is Jean Denis. Huh? Speaking about Jean Denis, en français, just for a few minutes, I want to say, j'aimerais ça dire un beau bonjour à tout le monde en français, à tous nos amateurs de vin francophones, à tous les fanatiques de vin canadien. On veut vous souhaiter un bonsoir. C'est mercredi, c'est la soirée du happy hour, c'est le temps des fêtes. On est entre Noël et le jour de l'an. Hey, guess what? On a encore une dinde qui est en train de cuire dans le four présentement.
Oui,
on vient de revenir de l'île de Vancouver. On a l'oiseau qui est en train de cuire dans le four. On file encore festif, tu sais. On est encore dans le temps des fêtes. Les enfants se sont pas changés de la journée. Ils sont encore en pyjama. On s'en fout. Ça fait plusieurs semaines qu'on brainstorm, qu'on essaye de mettre ensemble le meilleur package possible pour s'assurer que nos membres, quand ils vont choisir le paquet, le ultimate, non, we call it the VIP Unlimited. Le sans limite VIP, ils vont en avoir pour leurs argent. So, shipping gratis pour le nombre d'achats illimité pour la prochaine année. On est en train de bâtir une database de notes de dégustation qui vont être accessibles pour nos membres Unlimited. So, on est en train de monter ce super beau package je dirais, de bénéfices pour nos nouveaux membres. Donc, on est bien excités. So, un beau bonjour à tout le monde en français. Merci de nous suivre. Un joyeux Noël, une bonne année à tout le monde. On veut savoir c'est quoi qui est en votre verre. Qu'est-ce que vous buvez ce soir? Qu'est-ce que vous êtes en train de déguster? Moi, on a un Sauvignon blanc de Divergence sur Niagara-on-the-Lake. Puis j'ai aussi un vin de Thomas Batchelder, un de ces pinots noirs qui est absolument incroyable, un 94 points. Il y a seulement que 1000 bouteilles de fait, 83 caisses. Ça vient d'un petit bloc de vigne de 1984. C'est Carl Kaiser, un des plus grands, un des fondateurs de builder de l'industrie du vin en Ontario qui a planté ce vignoble en 1984. Donc, des vignes impeccables. Thomas Batchelder qui vient de Montréal, qui est un des meilleurs winemakers au pays. Si on a ça dans notre verre à soir, on se paye la traite absolument. So, hey.
So, I want to taste it. Very nice in French. Hey, you know what? Lisa's got a good point with the Carl's Wine Club wine. We had it released in 2021. It's sold out officially in 2022. And what if we're going on tour, we're doing the Canadian Wine Challenge, there's some way to involve members' participation for our next wine. That would be pretty fun, hey? That was the original goal with the first one, but of course it was COVID. And so Carl made the decisions. But yeah, that could be a really cool feature of any wine touring that we do.
Okay. How about thinking out loud here?
I like that.
Organizing a Carl's Wine Club weekend somewhere in the Okanagan. And we can do some blending with some members. And at the end of that weekend.
Totally. That could be fun. Let's keep thinking it through because we're going to release our tour dates sooner than later, very soon in the new year. So we will try and incorporate something like that in there. And if you guys have other ideas, please tell me.
Because our friend Mark Simpson just purchased Sonora Desert. He has a fantastic guest house who can seven
bedrooms he's got with their own, like 7 or 8 bedrooms in there. Bringing
a bunch of people in the same house, and we do a little Carl's Wine Club fiesta for a weekend, and we do some barrel tasting, and all of his.
Mike asks, why wasn't there a Carl's Wine Club member wine this last year? And I think it was just because
there's not enough juice. And it's not only that, there's such a small crop, especially in BC. And yeah, some people will tell me, yeah, but there's some wineries that had some leftover from Ontario. Yeah, but we're not looking for the crop. We're not looking for leftover. We're looking for top-notch juice. So back in 2022, where we're playing with the 2020 and the 2021. The 2020, everyone, especially in Ontario, everyone wanted to keep their grape because the quality is so fucking exceptional that there was no you know what? No, we're making premium this year, this and that. 2021, small crop across the board on both sides of the country. So we were facing some different challenge on that year. And it's also to find the right partner. Finding the right partner is often it's more than often, it's almost always the key. So here we are.
But way further ahead than we've been in the past, Mike. So we do have some leads on potentially really nice wines that are in barrel that could potentially be released later this year. And if we're doing these tour dates, we could start looking really far ahead, maybe participate in harvest together, and, you know, have a couple rows of a vineyard that get turned into the member wine in a couple years, right? So it's the thing we've learned about wine. It's really fun consuming it, but when you try to make it, it's like a hell of a lot of work. You got to really think about it and think ahead. And it's like, oh, we just want to drink it. But I think that's one of the things that makes wine such a community-driven thing is that you have to rely on the community to create it, right? Yeah, that's right, Mike. Graham says he enjoyed working with me and the most interesting man in the world this fall. Oh, that's so sweet, Graham. I love that message. Thank you. And Happy New Year to you and all your family. That's awesome.
Oh, that's amazing. Graham, you are a gem.
We should go to Rennie's Vineyard. There you go.
Yeah. You know what? One of our favorite wineries all year. And yeah, should we leak the information or should I really wait?
You have leaked some of this information on our lives before, but he's talking about the wines of the year. And I believe there is a Rennie in the top 10, if not in the top 3. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to say exactly which position it is between number 1 and number 3. But yeah, Graham, the Rennie estate.
There's a horrible spoiler alert. The spoiler alert is that,
you know what? I can't freaking hold on to these kind of information.
No, it's the spoiler is that, like, you can't tease people, Carl, because this wine is no longer available. But it's still interesting to know
that the best wine that I've tasted. No, whoa, I can't say that. Oh, okay, yeah, whoa, no, I'm telling too much.
Yeah, okay, so let's move on, Carl. Hey, we have a box to unbox. Let me go get it. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. We got a gift. So while we're talking about Ontario, we're drinking 2 wines from Ontario tonight. We're talking with Graham Mirago. We're talking with Graham, one of our amazing partner out of Niagara on the Beamsville bench in the Niagara Custom Crush Studio. New concept, absolutely great things happening out there. And we got a box of one of our other partners in Ontario, our very dear friend at Bellaterra, Pondview Bellaterra. Our great friend Marcel Morgenstern and Lou Puglisi sent us a box just to wish us a Merry Christmas. I thought that was absolutely amazing. We came back from Ontario, from Vancouver Island, and our neighbors say, "Hey, we have a package." Anyway, so what's in that box? I can't wait to see when it was that box.
Drop off the wine with the neighbors during the coldest week of the year. Really smart delivery people we have here. It's awesome. So yeah, this is from the Bellaterra.
What does it say?
Team. All right. So Bellaterra is our #1 Ontario Members Choice Winery last year. And we know why, because they're super amazing at customer service. It's not just that their wines are amazing. It's not just that their wines are amazing value, but they also, like, when you order wine, sometimes you'll order it at 1 o'clock and 9 a.m. the next morning, it's on your doorstep. Like, they're so good at customer service. So yeah, they have these lovely note for us.
Ah, that's amazing.
And then look at this beautiful little box.
What's in there? Jesus, Mary.
Ooh. Bellaterra Vineyards, okay. Growing in Niagara since 1974. Nice. Oh, all right. So we have 2 branded, clear spit mugs. I guess they're just real mugs. You don't want to use this as your spit mug, Carl. Maybe not. So really nice mugs. Okay. We have some Bellaterra branded medium roast coffee.
Whoa, coffee. There you go. It's a little coffee kit here.
Bellaterra Winery. Very nice. And then this was also custom ordered. I heard about this. I'm so excited we get to try it.
What
They
is that?
custom ordered some beautiful chocolates to go with their red wines. So these were going out in their like Christmas packages and stuff. So this is a coffee dark chocolate sea salt bar.
Did you say sea salt?
Yeah. But there's no caramel, so sorry.
Ah, that's why, because usually sea salt and caramel goes together. Hey, there's some wines in there too.
Hey, by the way, we have a new hamster, and I have a feeling that all these will be perfect for the hamster. Great.
Yeah, we got a hamster. There's a new member of the family. Yes.
All right.
His
And
name
then
is Beanie.
exciting.
All right. Oh.
Yeah. So you guys know how we love the Enovino wine aerator, right? It's this great like device. You pop it into the top of a wine, and if you have like a young red, it'll decant it instantly. It's amazing. And so this is the newest product from Enovino. This is like brand new off the boat. I think
This
it's on
is
Amazon.
a stopper with the calendar on the top. This is freaking amazing. My last trip, when I went down there and worked with Graham Rennie at the Niagara Custom Crush Studio, I had dinner with Marcel, and we tried that new product, and I'm so glad that it's here.
So apparently it's an integrated vacuum pump. Preserve open bottles for up to 7 days. We're gonna have to test this out. Let's test this out.
So it's a pump. I tested it. Like we did all the tests with Marcel when I was down there in November and October. So
Yeah.
it's a lid that you pump the air out, and you have a calendar on the top, so you can put the date that you pump it. So
Yeah,
this is really cool.
Because obviously when you pump it, you're not going to remember what day that was.
No, exactly. So it's
you have
great.
leftover wine. That tells you something. That tells you that, you know, the night is over. Anyway, yeah. So there's that, and now we have this lovely set of bottles. Calm the Frank down. 29.
There you go.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And then we got.
Oh, I think Marcel was mentioning that there's one, the Calm the Frank down was to go for the exchange.
Oh, for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. This is a 2020 Merlot.
No, that's the new Merlot. Okay, perfect. Okay. So there is a story behind that, because when we got they sent us the new release earlier in the fall, but the new Merlot was still in bottle shock. Couldn't really read through it, so we sent another one. There you go. So we can retaste and rescore it.
There you go. And then another 2019 Calm the Frank down. Oh, that's why, for once, for the wine exchange.
There you go.
There you
go. So that's the box from Bellaterra. Thank you so much, Lou, Fred, Marcel. Thank you, guys.
Team. That's awesome. I'm actually going to try some chocolate right now.
There you go. There you go.
Mike would take a Calm the Frank down as your wine on New Year's Eve. Great. And we have a number of other amazing bottles. There's still a few spots left for those who.
There's a few spots left, and yeah, there's there's $100 bottle. Like should I leave? Yeah, the Carlo Quintus, who is one of the top Bordeaux blend from Prince Edward County. So we have a Quintus from Carlo. We have a Spadefoot Toad Syrah from Summerhill. We have some Spearhead, Pinot Noir single vineyard. What else did we put out of the shelf for that? Oh, we have a 2017 Black Hills Syrah. So we have some pretty darn big dog up for grab on the 31st. Yeah.
It'll be exciting. That's really good chocolate. Well done, Bellaterra.
There you go. So now it's time to taste. On day 2, the Batchelder. 94 points last night. One of the top Pinot Noir of the year. Yeah, this is floral and herbaceous.
It's surprisingly complex. Like I don't know much about
Oh,
Pinot
like
Noir,
like
but
this is Burgundy in a nutshell. Super, super terroir driven.
I'm curious what you think on day 2 without the benefit of this little pumper thing, the wine stopper with the pump in it. They actually do work, because sometimes when we've done those big varietal days with like 50 Chardonnays, you know, we want to retaste them after a day or two, and we pump them with these little pumper corks, and they do help a lot to get the air out of
Yeah,
there.
this wine is something else.
Can you hear that? Can you hear it?
There you go. Sounds like the little piggy from the kids, like that little stuffy piggy who makes some noise. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
I see. So you just put the date, like today's the 22nd. So you would
yeah,
put it on the
exactly.
22nd. Okay. And then you pump it to get all the air out. Looks lovely. Can't wait to try that.
With the calendar, well brand, like that's a beautiful package too. It doesn't look stupid. So Enovino tool number 2. So we're building the brand. We're building the brand. Enovino. If you know the decanter, if you know the aerator, the 4-in-1, this is right up into this into the line of Enovino products. So top notch, top class, top quality. So we're happy to keep going on the Enovino train. So
It's a great gift.
yeah.
And this is especially these ones. I think we have one that's similar, not as nice as this. It's especially good for sparkling, I think. Like, I was really surprised with this little built-in pump how well the sparkling kept for.
Yeah.
I remember there was one we kept for like a week, and it was still like
absolutely
sparkles.
Absolutely. So special Pinot, really good Sauvignon Blanc. So that's a great Wednesday. I love it. So there's the excitement here of the plus, the VIP plus, the VIP Unlimited. So the new program that we're launching through through the Canadian Wine Challenge. This is really, really, really cool. So if you are sick and tired of paying shipping and overpay for shipping during the year, let's jump on the wagon. So we have unlimited free shipping for you guys. So get to it. It's going to be a fun year now.
Fantastic. This is the link. I'm going to put the link here so you can check out the new membership tiers, like levels, and the benefits for each one. Coming on Monday and available as an early access for all y'all who are here watching. So, and coming Monday also is the preview or hopefully the full link to the archive, which I think will be super useful with all the previous tasting notes.
Do you think that we're going to have all of them already in?
We'll get a lot of them. Yeah, not every single one, because some of them we don't have them typed up. You just put them on social media. So, but all the ones from our features, we have in our own database right now. So that will just be completed, and yeah, it'll be great, searchable, and a great perk for members. You know, there's other people who do these kinds of archives of tasting notes. Natalie McLean, I think even Chris Mondi, they charge extra for it. I think it's like Natalie McLean. I'm not sure if it's $30 a year or $30 a month or something like that. So this would all be part of your upgrade. If you upgrade to a VIP Plus membership, which is $79 including tax for the year, or the VIP Unlimited.
Well, with the VIP Plus, you get 3 free shipping plus the whole other list of benefit, right?
Yeah. And so that one's a great one, because if you get shipped wine to your house more than twice a year, it already pays for itself. And then you get another one as a bonus. And then you get the archive as a bonus of tasting notes. And you get 15% off events as a bonus, and you get access to our premium content, which will be a lot of fun. Once a month, we're doing a Zoom again, but beefed up with a great theme and fun challenges, like blind tasting challenges, just great ways to learn about wine.
Oh, the wine, the monthly draw as well, right?
And then, yes, if you're one of the paid tiers, the VIP Plus or the VIP Unlimited, you also get a draw once a month for some cool prizes. Glassware, things like these fun Enovinos, maybe a few of these, and lots of bigger prizes as well as different partners come on board. So it's definitely worthwhile to upgrade.
Absolutely.
It's a great way to lock in against inflation too, because there's one thing we know in the next year, probably shipping prices are not going to go down.
That's a fact. That's a real fact.
Yes, and it's true. Daryl's saying this dark chocolate might be gone by the time you come downstairs, and it's quite a possibility.
I was not expecting to have some today. So and so next week we're not going to do any feature, but starting on the week of the 8th of January, this is going to be the reveal of Carl's Wine Club, of Carl's top 10 wine of the year. So,
and we'll also be doing our Members' Choice Winery of the Year soon. If you remember last year around this time, we did that, and we chose our number one winery from the last year wineries featured. So that will be coming out soon too, so you guys can vote.
This and where I was going to with that, it's with the top 10 wine of the year this year. Some of them, the one who are still available, will be available for purchase. So that's where I'm going with that. So some of my top 10 wine and top value wine of the year are going to be available for purchase in 3, 6, and 12 packs. So stay tuned for that. So
Carl chose his top 10 first, and then we found out if any are still available.
Exactly.
So we're still finalizing that in the next couple days. Hopefully there'll be more.
There's probably, I would say, maybe, if the current vintage is not available, I'll give you an example. Maverick Syrah, the 2019, that we tasted at the very, very beginning of the year, are still in the conversation. Yep, exactly. So now the 2019 is not available. 2019 was 94 points. One thing I know, that the 2020 is now available, and it's a 93 plus points. So after that, I talk with Maverick, we might have a few 6-pack available exclusively for Carl's Wine Club members. So that's how we're going to manage some of these wines. I have to tell you, Bellaterra this year, for the first time in 3 years, I've one wine in the top 10. And
they were our top value wine the first year.
They were top value a couple of years ago with the Chardonnay Sur Lie. But this year, the 2020 Cap Franc made it to my top 10. And guess what? They have a few cases aside. So it's going to be available. So there's like example like that. I think we're 6 wines from BC and 4 from Ontario, if I'm not mistaken, from the list.
So last year we had 198.1, highest score you've ever given a wine, right? This last year in 2022, we didn't have any wines past 95 or 96, right?
96.
You had a 96. Okay, there you go.
96 this year, and this is from I can't say.
Yeah, you can't say yet. No,
I would say that's from. No, I can't say.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. We'll keep it close to my vest. But there's some pretty cool wine on that list. And we're also gonna we're also gonna release my top 3 value wine of the year as well. So yeah, that's coming up the week of the week of the 8th of January.
Yes. And next week is the week to really get excited about this challenge. We'll be announcing different things every day, maybe even doing a few lives.
Oh yeah, I will. Absolutely.
And
absolutely. We're going to start counting how much each of our top members, like Mike, have paid in shipping last year. And they might purchase the unlimited membership this year. I agree with you, Grant. The 2020 Westcott Butler's Grant Pinot Noir doesn't suck, just as their 2020 Butler's Grant Chardonnay as well. So yes, big fan of Butler's Grant, both Chard and Pinot Noir, absolutely. Yeah,
fantastic. Well, should we get going to our turkey?
I think we should.
I can smell it, and it's
before we go. I want to hear people who are tuning in tonight. I don't know if anyone has a plan about which bubbly they're gonna pop on New Year's Eve. I don't know if people have planned that in advance, or which special wine you're planning to open on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, let us know so we can get some inspiration.
Let us know. Just put it in the comments, because I certainly have a plan.
Do you?
Absolutely, my dear. Absolutely.
I would like to know your plan then.
Do you want to know it? Do you want to know it live, or do you want to?
Oh, Mike's trying the Sips Brut.
The Sips Bruts from Summerhill. Yeah, a nice blend of Pinot Blanc, Riesling. One of the most consistent bubbly in the country every year. I work I served that wine in multiple provinces throughout my career in a restaurant and hotel. Like a classic, an absolute classic. A couple years ago, we popped the Ariel. They're the 2000 Ariel, I believe, back then. So we did that live when we did the first New Year's Eve exchange.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm planning probably to go 13th Street for this year, New Year's. Bubbly, absolutely.
Nice. That's
I'm just looking at Daryl's comments here about the Westcott Butler's Grant, and I'm just like, you know what? If I had the Brilliant, I may have gone Westcott Brilliant, but I don't have anyone. I have a 13th.
Sparkling. It was so good when we had it this summer.
The rosé especially. Darn that I love the rosé. Joanne will go with Hidden Bench Zero Dosage Brut Nature. Yes, that is that's indeed a very good choice. There's also another one that I have. Maybe a Leaning Post.
Sparkling from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Daryl's planning to be online with a bunch of other sketchy characters. So I think we'll be joining you there. I don't know who the sketchy characters are.
I'll be fresh shaved, Daryl, by then, so no worries.
Yeah, the beard has really gotten to something because we've been cabin fevering. I mean, like, we haven't really gone out in weeks.
Absolutely. No, I spend more hours on the road than I spend in
But pretty soon, in January, I have to warn you, Carl has a very difficult mission in January. He's going on a little trip. He has to. It's kind of
It's work. It's work, right? That's the life of a consultant.
Yes. So one of the consulting things we do. And so he'll be going to some fun destinations in the Caribbean.
I'm going to be first for 4 days in New Orleans. Right? After that, hopping on the ship, going down to Cozumel, Belize, Honduras, and back
Yeah,
to New York.
Roatan in Honduras, and then there's a another stop in Mexico, I think, on the way back. So
yeah.
So while Carl is gone, he's going to miss 2 Wine Wednesdays.
One that we won't do at all.
Or there might be a fun interview.
Probably.
Together.
Maybe we.
And maybe another that will be like the Mira show. You know?
The Mira show.
Yeah, you don't know when you go away, Carl, what ends up happening. So there might be something that we can do as members that would be equally as fun as having Carl around, you know. And then, you know, we'll see. Don't bat Sunwing or fly out of Toronto. Yeah, I don't think you're flying to Toronto, hey?
I am not. The company that hired us have chartered a few flights out of Montreal, out of Toronto. But I will be joined. I have to be there earlier than the guests. So I'm flying Kelowna, Vancouver, Denver, New Orleans. That's going to be my my milk run on the January 11th. But it's pretty exciting gig, though. It's working with a lot of wine people, though. That's a very cool gig. Also, the owner of the company that I'm going to be doing some consulting, they do some wine trip as well. So just saying.
Yeah. So everyone's excited about the Mira show, Carl. So I think it's a go. I think.
There you go. That's a go. Is it the one that I'm going to be in transit to the airport, or the one that I can tune in as a guest from?
You have to tune in as a guest from the ship. And tell us, what wine you're having there. They better have some Canadian wine on board because.
All right, the Norwegian cruise line. So I'm not sure if the NCL has Canadian wine online, but we'll make sure that we fix that if they don't.
Right? Yeah. So it'll be fun. We have to think of something fabulous to do. The Daryl's got a good one here. The drinking game show. Yes. Or it could be like you're doubting that there'll be Canadian wine. Yes, sadly. But yeah, we will come up with something fun to do while Carl is away to shock and excite you when you come back, when you see it.
Exactly. So, now, you know what, the Mira show, I feel like if I really have to at least to spy on the show and watch it from somewhere, it's like a Ravens game, right? I need to make my schedule around it to make sure that I'm somewhere that I can watch the game. But the Mira show, that's something that I really should plan around, that's for sure.
All right. So coming at you in late January.
There you go. So what's already in front of you? It's the new Carl's Wine Club VIP Unlimited, where you can get your free shipping all year, unlimited free shipping and a plethora.
For less than what is it, like $16-17 a month? Okay, so think of it that way. $159 including tax for the year. And so if you're already planning on buying Canadian wine, we're going to feature at least 40 different winery features across the country.
That's a no-brainer. Yeah.
And
starting with 7 or 8 right out of the gate in January.
Yep.
With all of the top 10.
Not counting that. The top 10 is a different beast. Like that's in and of itself 10 wineries. So
exactly.
So it's a good one.
So so the new pay tiers is right out. It's right in front of you. The unlimited and the VIP plus. The top 10 is coming your way in a week. And that's where we're at. I think we're going to go a little short tonight. It's the holidays, right? So I might go enjoy some time with my wife.
And the new turkey that we have made, we were not full on turkey, so we made another one. We got one of those free turkeys, you know, when you go to the store, Superstore or whatever, they gave away free turkeys. So we might as well make another turkey.
to go with our Thomas Batchelder and our Divergence.
Woo!
Yeah. So cheers to you. Cheers to
guys.
all of you Canadian wine lovers, to our very amazing members. We want to say happy holidays. We want to wish everyone a happy, healthy, prosperous New Year's. Hope everyone stays safe. For the one who are joining us on the 31st on New Year's Eve, can't wait to celebrate with all of you guys with our 3rd annual wine exchange party. It's going to be awesome. There still have some tickets for the people who would like to join us. And you know what? I can't wait to see you all there, guys. And we'll see you on the other side. 2023 is coming, and we'll be there.
Woohoo! Have a great night, guys.
Cheers.